Hello, my dear friends. Today is Wednesday. It is the 29th of January. I started to say February. We're so close to February. Today, we're going to talk about rising to the challenge. Rising to the challenge. Are you able? Are you able to rise to the challenge of decluttering your home, of um, maybe deep cleaning your home if you've got it all decluttered, of standing like a pineapple? You know, I talked about it last year. I talked about being a pineapple. That means that you stand tall. Do you know what stand tall means? It means that you stand on your convictions. These are the things you believe or you want for yourself or your home or your children or your family or your church, whatever. You stand tall. You have a sweet core like a pineapple. That means you're not bitter or mean or ugly. That means that you're not driven by ego. You've mastered that. You are a person who doesn't respond to all the little, I don't know, I call it taking the worm. You know, people throw things out at you and want to reel you in. You don't take that. You stand firm and you don't worry about it. And then, that looks dumb. And then you have a tough skin. Again, you're not ego driven. You're mastering that. You're not going to be easily insultable, if that's a word. You're not going to get your feelings hurt easily. You're not going to be emotionally injured by what other people do. You are a pineapple. So if somebody's rude to you, that's their problem. And finally, you wear a crown. That means you're the queen of your home, the queen of your area of life. It doesn't mean you're the king. It means you're the queen. It means that what you say goes in your household. And when the king comes, he supports that, right? Or you support him, either way. So it's old fashioned, I know, but it works really beautifully. If you want to be a pineapple, then we have to get out of ego and we have to get into mastering these things. So for you to rise to the challenge means, I would say, to rise to be a pineapple, number one. But number two is when you have things to do in your home, you have to have a plan. If you don't plan what you're going to do, then you're going to just fluff around from thing to thing to thing. You're going to float around. Sometimes you're going to spin your wheels in the mud. I know because I have ADD. Mine is not really a high level of ADD. My sister Marty has high ADHD, and takes medication for it. I have clients with all kinds of levels of that. And mostly I just say, I am a sidetracked home executive. It is very easy for me to get sidetracked. So I have to try to master that and not get sidetracked. But if you have a plan, you're less likely to be sidetracked. Some people are so overwhelmed by making a plan, they can't rise to that challenge. The thing I want you to remember when you make a plan is that you're not going to do overwhelming things. So let's say this is the first day of you trying to take back your home and you're trying to rise to the challenge and you know all these things you want to have done. Well, you know that the reality of that is maybe that's going to happen by the end of the month or even the end of the year, some of those things. I'll say to you, if you'll start with the end in mind, this is how it's easier for us who are easily sidetracked. Start with the end in mind and then back it out until you come to the simplest thing. So, for example, I want my kitchen counters clean. Okay, that's a pretty big thing for some people who have them stacked up and have dust in there because they haven't been able to move things around and sticky stuff and no place to put things. That's a huge thing for them. So if it might not be for you, but for some of you it can. But I know we all have a nice big brain and we can comprehend what I'm trying to make a point with. And that is this particular person needs to clean their drain. That's their goal. Their countertops. So where do we go? If it's clean, okay, we see it clean. What was the thing we did before that to get it clean? We put away those large appliances that we don't use every day, okay? But that's still way down the road because we're going backwards. What do we do before that? We put away dishes and things that don't belong on the countertop. But that's still way down here. What do we do before that? Before that, We throw away all the trash that's up there. We throw away anything that's broken, anything we thought we were going to keep and fix, or we ask our husband to, and that thing's been sitting there for 3 years. Let's get rid of that. And it doesn't go to Goodwill. It's broken. It goes in the garbage. What do we do? What else do we do when we throw away trash? We get the trash off of the countertop and we throw it in the garbage, and we take the garbage outside. Okay. And then we're going to go back one more from that. What do we do before we throw away the trash? Well, we make a plan. And the plan says throw away the trash, put away the dishes, put away the appliances, and now we have clear drain, a clear countertop. And you may have other things in there, so you have to back it up. And at some point, you may have to say, you know what, I can't just put these dishes on the shelf. They're filthy. They've been sitting out here for so long, this butter dish and these couple of bowls, etc. They need to be hand washed. Oh, but my sink is full of dirty dishes. Oh, but my dishwasher is full of dirty dishes. Well, that's one more step that you have to do first. So before you can even begin to do, you throw the trash away, but after you throw the trash away, let's wash the dishes and put them away. Oh, but when you open the cabinets, there's no room for the dishes. There's no room for the appliances. That says to you, you throw the trash away and declutter the cabinets first. So you see how you're building this backwards? So you can say, okay, the first thing I have to do today is throw away the trash. And if I still have time in my 15 minutes, because you're going to do 4 15-minute units or 1 hour on Saturday if you're payroll or whatever your off day is, then you're going to say, oh, I have to empty the cabinet. I'm going to throw the trash away on day 1. If I still have time, I'm going to start emptying my cabinets. If the point is that I really, really like these things that are left out on the countertops, and usually those are the things you use all the time, then you can go in there and say, I've got 3 sets of dishes. I only use 1 set or only use 2 sets. Let me get rid of 1. Or I have all these glasses. They don't match. I don't use them. I don't like them. Or these plastic things or whatever. If they are worthy, put them in the giveaway box. If they are unworthy, if they're cracked or chipped, those go in the garbage. Remember, you need 3 things: a bag, a box, and a basket. Bag is garbage. Box is giveaway. Basket is put away. Oh, what is this doing in here? This is Easter baskets, Easter decorations, Christmas dishes, whatever. Maybe those need to be put in a basket to be put away. Ooh, our time is up. I have to set a timer so I can talk the right amount of minutes, but I'm going to give you a couple more and then I'm going to go. So you're going to start with emptying the cabinets. Then, once you've made room in your cabinets for your dishes, for example, then you're going to start washing dishes and drying dishes and putting them where they go on the shelf. And if some of those dishes are some of the ones you gave away, wash them anyway because they're dirty and put them in the box. Or run the dishwasher, or both. And that might take a couple of days depending on the situation in your kitchen. So 2 15-minute units maybe 3, and that's all you've got for the kitchen for now. That's okay. That's how you work a plan until you eventually work it all the way to the countertops are empty and now I can clean the countertops. All right? All right, so are you up for the challenge? It may not be your countertops. It may be your bathroom. It may be your closet. It may be under your bed. It may be the chair in the corner. It may be your laundry. It may be a myriad of things. There are many, many things that we have in our homes. Do not be overwhelmed by that. Be a pineapple. Have a mission in your head. Make a plan. Start with the end result and go backwards. And then you have your plan and you start here and then go forward and work your plan. All right. Rise to the challenge. I hope you have a wonderful week and I hope you always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful.